Good morning, everybody. It's Carrie Scroggins. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It is the last day of May, and I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I did a video last week, my first time to do a makeup tutorial, and I got so many wonderful replies that I thought I would try again. It's all new to me, so I apologize if the videos aren't exactly what you're used to, but I am just kind of trying to follow along with people that request more videos, and so here we go. So I found this really great new product, and remember, I got to put my glasses on and off, guys, because I just can't see without them. So I found this great new product called All Rose Beauty Eye Stamp Kit. And I tried it yesterday, and it's phenomenal. It comes with a whole bunch of different types of eyebrow stencils, and it was just amazing. So I'm gonna do it again this morning, and it comes with a little stamp, and you unscrew the stamp here. The color is up in the bottom, and you take your, and again, I have to have my glasses so I can see kind of where I'm going here, and it's a little difficult, so we'll just see how well we do here. You just take it and you put it right there, and then you stamp it all the way down. Looks pretty good. Then you take the other one and you try to line it up as best as you can, and then you put it on here and you stamp it again, and then you take that off. I think it's a really cool product because it comes with the stamp, it comes with the guides, it comes with this little spoolie here, and so let's just see how well I did. Yeah, I didn't do too bad with it. It's a great product. I am going to go back in, however, with my e.l.f. Eyebrow pencil and just fill in where it's still a little sparse. It's a blonde color that I got, and it's a little lighter than I would prefer, so I'm just going to go back in with my little fill-in brush here and fill in the color. The stamp itself, though, is really great, and it's really easy to do and follow along, and then I just go back in and darken them a little bit with my pencil here to define the shape of the brow itself. So really user-friendly product, and I think it was a great investment. So I'm just going to go back in and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to use my e.l.f. Eyebrow Gel to set my eyebrows. Sorry if my camera gets in your way, guys, but I don't have a full kind of makeup stand like a lot of other people do, because like I said, this is new to me, so I'm just trying to do the best I can here. Alright, looks really good. Okay, so we're done with the eyebrows, which is awesome. Now, I'm going to take my e.l.f. I've already moisturized my face. I've already done my routine, wash my face with hot soapy water, and then put my moisturizer on. And so now I'm going to just go back in with my e.l.f. Poreless Foundation. Repair, well, not repair, but it just smooths everything out. The light goes a long way. I do have some redness today. I get it occasionally. It's not all the time. But you can see I do have some redness on my skin. And it's not rosacea, but it's just being old. As I said, I turned 60 a week ago, and so I have areas of my skin that need help. All right, and then as I mentioned to you last week, one of the best products that I use on a daily basis is this Laura Mercier Tinted Foundation Moisturizer, and I love this. It's really lightweight, especially in the summer, you know, when it's so hot down here in Texas. I don't like to put a whole lot of foundation on that's really heavy, because it kind of does no good down here, because we are so incredibly humid down here that it even with all of the products that you have available, it's still really hard to get your foundation to stay on. And so I'm just going to use my brush. I'm going to work all that in. And my nose, bring it down on my neck. Now, I am really fair-skinned. I am an Australian, and so I do have extremely fair skin. I like this product too because it has an SPF in it, which is really important if you're predisposed to skin cancer, which most Australians are. It's really important to wear that in your daily routine, and so I love this because it does two things, right? It gives me really nice coverage, but it is also a great protection for my aged skin, and so I really enjoy that part of it. So then I'm just going to go back in now with my concealer, and it's an e.l.f. concealer. It's the lightest that they have. It's really hard for me to find a concealer that really conceals, because in the right color, because my skin is so fair. It's hard to kind of get that brightness that you need in a concealer. So I do the best that I can with it, and then I do have a very white powder that I use for the concealer part of it. Unfortunately, I'm out of that right at this particular moment, but I will get some more and show you the next time that I have it available. So again, on this particular section of my makeup, I do like to use my fingers just to pat that concealer in as best that I can in the areas that are my problems, which is of course under the eye and up here. I do have some areas that are really hard to get covered. I started with my hair down today, and it is so hot and humid today. Getting into my office, I don't keep the air conditioner on all weekend because I'm not normally out in my office. And I came in this morning and it is just roasting hot, and so I didn't leave my hair down because it's too hot already. Here we are, the first week of June, and here down where I'm located near the Houston area, we've already had days and days and days of 95 plus degrees, and that's hot already for us down here. Normally it takes us to get into third, maybe fourth week of June before it gets crazy, but it's already awful. So okay, so my foundation is done and my concealer is done, my eyebrows are done. Now I go back in with my Revlon setting powder. It's a compressed powder. I like it because it's extremely lightweight, and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to set all of that. As I mentioned, I'm not a big fan of a really dewy, wet complexion. I just have never been that way. When I modeled many moons ago, that was just not something that was ever considered. You just always had a very matte finish because of the lights and everything that you worked with. So, okay, so then I do go back in now and I do take my e.l.f. eye correcting powder, and I come in with just my contour brush here, and I try to lighten up the corners of my eyes a little bit more with this powder. It also sets the concealer that I just run over my eyelids. I don't buy a eyelid primer, eyeshadow primer. I think it's basically similar to concealer, and I just feel like it's kind of a waste of money. My opinion. You do what you do, I do what I do, and we're all good. Okay, I'm just going to pop a little bit of moisturizer on my lips. We'll do those and finish those later. Alright, so I got this fantastic eyeshadow palette that I just am in love with. It's called Miss Rose, and I love it because it has so many great different colors on it. I'm going to start with this one right here, and I'm going to just do a little bit of what you would consider contouring. I'm not a big contour person, as I mentioned the other day, but got this new palette, so let's just give it a go here. Let's rub all that in. And of course we'll blend it some more. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to go with this, mix these two colors here. I love pinks, so I'm just going to come in and I'm going to grab those and put these on the balls of my cheeks right here. Of course, I'm going to blend it out. I'm a heavy-handed cheek blush person, but I will blend it out. Alright, now that that's done, I also found this wonderful Twilight Palette, and it is from Twilight. Let me just put this up here so you can see it. And it's a beautiful palette. Absolutely beautiful palette. And I'm wearing some greens today, so I'm going to go in with just some really light brown tones today. These tones over here I'm going to work with. And for my transition color, I'm going to use this middle one right here. Get it on my brush and put it in the crease here. Just a really pretty transitional summery color. Pretty color, and it builds really nicely. Alright, so then let's go in with this color right here. I'm going to put that on the outer corner of the eye to give some definition. Ooh, that's really pigmented. Have to blend that out. And as you can see, I'm just using the same brush here, guys. That's really pigmented. It can go all the way down. Let's just take that all the way down. Now I'm going to have a lot of fallout. Lots of fallout. But nothing that we can't handle. Wow, that's really, really, really pretty. Pretty color. Okay, and then I want definition on my eyelid. And so I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this next color up here. This really pretty golden color for the top of my eyelids here in the corner. Give me some definition. That's pretty too. Open up the eyelid. Wow. Very pretty. Okay. And then we need to put some light color up on the top of my brows. I'm going to use this one right here. This really pretty color right here. Okay, and let's put that in the corner of my eye too. As I mentioned to you guys before, I don't see a whole lot of people during the day. I own a business, but my business is a remote business, and so thanks to COVID, we don't see each other. I don't see a lot of clients during the day anymore. I see them when I go out and I do my outside appointments and I have meetings and all of that good stuff. But I don't generally have a lot of walk-in in my office, and so I don't need to, you know, do a whole lot of heavy makeup. I do more and more precise makeup, of course, when I go out to meet my clients in meetings. So I'm going to put some lipstick on here, and I do like a lot of the Revlon lipsticks because they're really moisturizing. Let me tell you what this one is. It's a really great formula. It's 641 Pearl. It's spicy cinnamon, and I do have a tendency to like rose colors or darker colors or pinks. I've just always worn that type of color on my lips, and so you know, it's hard to change after all these years. Of course, depending on what I'm wearing, it can change a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the e.l.f. highlighter and bronzer, and I'm going to take my brush here, this size brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of highlighter and I'm going to put it right here. I don't like a whole lot, just enough to brighten up. Put a little up here. I'm going to take the darker color and I'm just going to come back down under here. Alright, let's see how we're looking. It's hard for me to tell this way. Oh, we're looking pretty nice, I think. Do need a little bit more blush. I'd have to build these blush up a little bit, but that's okay. You know, it's a learning curve when you try a new product, and all right, that's better. Now I'm just going to take my big brush here, and I'm going to sweep just to get all the fine lines. Make sure that my colors are equal, and they do look like they're equal. Alright, I'm going to take a really fine brush now, and I'm going to do that lower lash line. I'm going to take that medium tone that I used in the corner of my eyes, and I'm just going to run that down underneath my lash line right here. I think I will add a little bit more just here. To define that a little bit more. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, let's just sweep out any of the residual. I'm going to go back to my Revlon loose powder here. Just sweep across there in the corner of my eye just to make sure. Okay. So how are we looking? Let's just take a look here and see how everything's. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay. So, done with my eyeshadow. I'm done with my blush. So now I'm going to take my beautiful setting powder that I got from this company in China that I just absolutely adore. The tops are really hard to get open though. Really, really hard to get open. The little button that is on it generally is not working. And so it's really hard for me to get into this. I've got to use another mechanism to try to open it. And it's so frustrating, but we'll get there. Goodness, it just doesn't want to open today. Ouch. Try it. Whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I gotta get this open. Wow. It just does not want to open today at all. Ow, and I keep stabbing myself. Ah, well, we'll work on that later. I just have to come back in with my Revlon. Okay, I'm going to use my powder puff. And I'm going to set everything. Now, on to mascara. So, I'm going to come in and I'm going to curl my lashes. And I finally have some lashes coming in. I've been using an e.l.f. product to grow lashes. And it has worked really, really well. I'm extremely pleased with it. So you can kind of notice when I do my makeup, I don't follow a specific pattern. I just kind of go as I go, and I don't have a specific routine. I try to just do what during the process, what I feel like I want to do, and I don't think you have to follow a set routine. I don't think you have to follow anybody's instructions. Do what works best for you. You know you better than anybody, so follow what you need and not what somebody else needs. Just because I do it doesn't mean that it's right. Doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that that's what I do. That's the greatest part about being individuals, is we have our own tastes and our own processes, and I encourage you to do them. Just because we're doing these videos, they're kind of here to help you and share our experiences, share products, but my way's not necessarily your way, and my way's not necessarily the wrong way. It's just my way. So, okay, so I told you before, I absolutely love this Thrive mascara. It's in a brown black color. I love it. It's a very easy applicator to work with. It builds very, very nicely, and my eyelashes always fill in and look really nice with this mascara. And you know, it lasts a long time. I've probably had this one tube, I want to say since November, and it's still just going really strong. It's not clumpy. The formula is still great, and I just love this product. Eyelashes are working on it. They're coming back. As many of you know, I've been on a weight loss journey, and one of the side effects from losing a significant amount of weight, and I'm down 62 pounds since December, is hair loss, all kinds of hair loss. And so that's one of the things that the side effects that I'm not struggling with, but dealing with. So I decided to enlist some help from e.l.f. And the product has done really, really well for me, and I couldn't be more happy with that investment of their eyelash treatment. I do it every night and I do it every morning, and it's really done a wonderful job for me. So okay, so I just start with my eyelashes. I start from down below. I like to look at the base of the lash and work my way up. And I did buy some new eye pencils that I wanted to try today, and I left them in my house. So I will do them another day. Alright, so then let's go down and let's put some on the lower lashes. Really, really easy wand to work with, especially on the lower lashes too, where, you know, that can be kind of hard sometimes, but it's a really easy wand to work with. Okay. All right. So let us see. What are we looking like here? Not too bad. Now, I will apologize, guys. Just, you know, I am struggling a little bit with my lighting in my shop, and so my office, and so sometimes the lighting is not great, and I get changes in the fluctuations. You can see shadows and reflections off my glasses, and I'm working on that. So I've got somebody that's going to come and try to help me fix all of that. And so just bear with me on that particular issue. I'm sorry if it's hard or the highlights and the shadows are difficult to see and deal with on these videos. I am working on it. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it helps you a little bit. I do appreciate very much the feedback that I'm getting. I'm doing this because there's some ladies that asked me to do it. They're obviously in my age group, and I appreciate that very, very much. So have a wonderful Tuesday. It's a short work week. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful, safe, and productive week. This is Carrie from Texas. We're out. Bye-bye.